Introducing custom action outputs, where you can send data to an API and you can now get it back. So in V1 of custom actions, you can send data to an API and that could trigger an action. But in that situation, if you wanted to bring back the data back to your app, you unfortunately couldn't do it. So I couldn't get the weather forecast. But now with V2, you can actually get the forecast via outputs. And I'm going to show you how to set this all up in just about 60 seconds. So we're going to go create a weather forecast, create custom action, paste in the API URL, and then we're going to set up the inputs. Now the inputs are what you're going to be sending over to the API. So we're going to send over the date and we're going to send over the postal code so we know where to get the forecast from. And then after we set up the inputs, we're going to set up how it's actually going to be formatted correctly. So you have to put in your key and then you have to set up each specific input in the correct format to send over. So when I send the date, we're also going to send the number of days to bring back for that forecast. After that, we're going to run the test, and then we get back all of the actual outputs. So I can see the forecast date, I can see the average temperature, highs, lows, wind conditions, all that kind of crazy stuff I can actually get back. And then once I save it, then I can apply that action to my specific app. So I'm going to send over this specific trip's date and postal code. And then here's the cool thing. I can actually save those outputs and use them in my app in other situations. So I'm going to save the average temperature. I'm going to say different weather conditions. That way I can display it for the users. And then when I click on it, it'll actually display in real time. So this run instantly and actually checks. So it's great for things like the forecast and those sort of things that updated automatically. So what can you actually do with this? Well, a lot of things. You can actually track updates for shipments. You can do dictionary word lookups. You can see different recipes and how they're made. You actually can verify email addresses. You can get daily horoscopes. You can even get sports updates. That's kind of fun. You also connect to Zapier and do just about anything. It's all possible on Adalo.